almost lost that one. All right, first fish of the day. Only took like 2 minutes. Little guy, but good start of the day. He hit it really hard, so maybe there would be tune right now. We got, go back. Whoa, we got the wind coming into here. I'm throwing this chatterbait. We're in about 5 foot of water. Water temp 86 already. A little bit of warm water today. I think the fish might be liking it because he hit that one with purpose. We're gonna keep doing this, fishing this grass line with this chatterbait. I'm using a 1/2 ounce jackhammer with a 6 cents Juggle minnow on the back. I don't know what color this is, but I'll post it down in the description. And yeah, so I'm just kind of working this, looking for fish and see where they're kind of staged up at. And it seems like they're off this grass. That one is anyways, unless he followed it. I don't know, we're just gonna keep fishing, see what they're kind of doing, and then go from there. Looks like about the same size. Maybe a little bigger. If I can get them in. The net, that was the worst net job I've ever done, probably. Yeah, it's about the same size. Maybe a little bit bigger. But this one came off of this little grass point here. I don't know if you could see it. Little grass point that's like right next to me. I threw into the grass. I felt like I got hung up. I went to pop it out and it started moving. So bigger head, little body, but I think they're trying to feed up for the fall. That's what I'm thinking anyways. All right, goodbye. That's why I'm using something that represents a shad running around. I can't believe the wind just completely stopped. That was weird. I was hoping that wind would keep going. 1, it gets the fish going. 2, it keeps the gnats off of me. That might be a pickerel. Yeah, it's pickerel. Pretty decent sized pickerel too. Ugh. There we go. Put a new Juggle minnow on. This is the pumpkin pearl color. You got the silver bottom and then the green pumpkin on the top. I like to have something a little different than the bait I'm using as a trailer to give it a little bit of different contrast. You got gray on top of this chatterbait, white on the bottom. You got green on top of this Juggle minnow, and then kind of silverish on the bottom. So it kind of matches, but then it kind of like breaks it up a little bit. And I think that has a lot to do with getting a good bite. Now I have to switch to a swimming worm now that the wind has calmed down. I think we need a little bit more subtle I can't talk. We need a little bit more subtle approach. I don't know, maybe I'm just not giving enough time. That's a better one, here we go. No, just another big head one. Small body. But hey, I'll take it. Yeah, see, about the same size. Let's see how big he is. Just to get an idea what we're catching here. 16. So a bunch of 15, 16s. I'll take them though. Goodbye. Better than catching nothing, right? Isn't that what they say? I don't know. Now I'm confused. I don't know if I should keep using this or go to the swimming worm. We might go to the swimming worm just to check it out, see what happens. I put on a red bug color. So 3/16 ounce tungsten, 1/8 ounce tungsten will work too. 4 extra wide gap hook. It's the STOUT, and I got 15-pound fluorocarbon. 7 foot medium heavy fast YakRods rod, and I'm loving this rod. I've put this thing through the test, and it's held up, and it casts really well. I like how short the butt is compared to like other rods that I try to use. It doesn't like catch on to things. And on the reel, I'm using SLX XT 7:2:1 gear ratio. That's my setup for the speedworm. And what I do here is I just throw it towards the Kissimmee grass and just let it fall. Just let it fall and then just drag it out slowly. And most of the time you'll get a bite, but that might be more of a reaction bite today. But usually if you're catching a bunch of smaller ones on towards the top with the chatterbait and reaction bite bait, a lot of times you can slow down, go towards the bottom, and the bigger bass are usually towards the bottom if all the smaller ones are at the top feeding a bunch. We're gonna work this point a little bit with this worm and then go back to the chatterbait and see if we can find some more active fish. So now you see I have a straight shot at this line of Kissimmee grass. What I'll do is I'll try to get as close as I can to the Kissimmee grass without the wind pushing it off just like it did. But then I'll just kind of drag it alongside that edge and hopefully run into a fish. A lot of times too, I'll just swim it. So I'll do this, let it sink a little bit and swim it back. And I like this kind of try, oh, see it, like that. I was just saying, sometimes, oh, almost had him. I was trying to say, I like to change the water depth on like where I'm swimming the worm. Most of the time I like it towards the top because it kind of mimics like a needlefish towards the top of the water. As you saw there, he just came up and just inhaled it. Look how deep that hook is in his mouth. He wanted that thing, so. All right, got it. Not bad. Not bad. Good bite. For the swim worm, you just want to test out different speeds, different water levels that you want to work it in. As you saw there, the bottom wasn't really working out, so I kind of started swimming it towards the middle of the water column, and then I just tried the top real quick, and bam, bite. This is Kissimmee grass fishing 101 for Florida fishing. It's a good way to get a limit really fast. But then when you want to try to call some fish, get some bigger ones, want to slow down maybe a little bit. Well, we'll try to slow down. But this reaction bite is too fun to stop doing. So we're gonna keep doing as much as we can and then try to get a bigger fish hopefully. And when I'm working it towards the top of the water column, I'm not buzzing it. I'm kind of like making a little bit of a wake, maybe not no wake. So if you can see here, just towards the top where it's kind of ticking the top of the water, but not buzzing it. Another thing I'm about to show you right here, this point of grass in front of me, I like to throw past it. A lot of times they'll sit inside that grass point. It's a good ambush point for the bass to hide in to get bait fish that are going by. So one of the reasons I like throwing a lighter weight, like a 3/16 or an 1/8 ounce. It's not too heavy to where I can't do like the retrieve on top of the water, but it's heavy enough to get down to the bottom, and I think it falls at the perfect rate. Like I think if it falls too fast, they just don't like it. Too slow, that's probably better like during like the dog days of summer, so a little slower fall, it gives them more chance to get it without putting too much energy into it. But 3/16, 1/8 ounce, I think it falls at a perfect rate. That's what I've been throwing for the past 10 years that this worm has been out. This worm's been out for a while now. And if you go back in my YouTube channel, I've always been throwing the speed worm, swim worm, and this is just like the deal for me. I usually throw the Zoom speed worm, the Magnum size. I don't really like the smaller size, but they've been really hard to get. So I've been using the Bass Assassin one, and it's just about the same. It may be a little bit thicker tail, but I still get as many bites. I still do well with them. 6 Cents is going to be coming out with one. They kind of teased it a little bit a while back. I'm excited for that one to come out. I mean, it's gonna be sweet. My favorite color is Junebug, obviously. I don't have any Junebug right now. And then I like the black and blue tail. It's like a black body, blue tail, and has blue glitter in it. I like that color and this red bug. Put my sun hood up because the sun's starting to, oh, I don't have a sun hood. All right. Oh, see that? I had a bite right there in that grass point like I was talking about. I'm gonna try this jackhammer one more time right here. Oh, I don't know if I got him. I have him, but I don't know if I got him. You know what I mean? It's not that big. But, there you go. Chatterbait fish. Pretty one. Goodbye. Another thing to look for is these PVC poles. As most of you know, those PVC poles are for those shiner fishermen, where they go and bait these areas for shiners, shad, whatever. and they cast net them and they'll sell them to the bait shops. Since it attracts a bunch of bait fish around here, bass are going to be coming around, you know, looking to see if they can have an easy meal. Another one. Oh, that might have been a pickerel, the way he was fighting. I'm not sure. I want to say that's a balloon in front of me. I think it is. I might go in there and get it. Oh, not the gar. Came out of nowhere. Look at him. Okay. That was easy. We're gonna go in and get this balloon, since it's pretty easy for me to go get it. Happy birthday. Put you right there. Oh yeah. Pickerel. Pickerel. Gone. I don't say goodbye to pickerel, but that pickerel tore up my line right here, so I'm going to retie. Oh, came off. Wasn't expecting that. As soon as I hit the water. Oh, oh, he broke me off. He's got it in his mouth. All right, now I'm gonna go with the green pumpkin one, see if that works. Cause I don't have any more white ones. I was hoping he'd jump up, try to spit it out, and I was gonna catch him with my net. I feel like this one's not getting as much bites as the white one was. It seemed like they were keyed on that white one. So we're gonna go back to the speed worm. Another 15, 16. Swimming the speed worm towards the top. Yeah, 15 3/4. Not bad. All right, goodbye. So we caught a good amount of fish. No big ones. They were all about 15 to 16 inches, maybe a 17 in the mix. But it's a fast way to get a solid limit first thing in the morning. You know, fishing this Kissimmee grass with a chatterbait or a choppo, something to get a reaction bite. They're just gonna be hanging out here looking for shad and stuff like that. Let's say that the 5 that I caught were all 16s. That's 80 inches to start your day. Not bad if I do say so myself. So you can go from that to upgrading to hopefully get to like 90 inches to get some bigger bites throughout the day. That's when you slow down and start dragging the worm instead of just reeling in the worm like I'm doing now. I'm kind of just letting it go all the way to the bottom and just drag it, hop it, do something to get a bite, hopefully a bigger bite, because a lot of times the bigger fish are going to be on the bottom, but that's not the case for all the time. So it's just my experience. Don't take everything serious, I guess. A lot of times the bigger fish will be at the top too, so you just gotta play around with different water levels and see where they're kind of hanging out at. See, a little bit bigger. You know what I'm saying? Not much bigger, but a little bit bigger. Slowing it down. Not much bigger, but it's an upgrade for sure. That's a 17. So, yeah. Solid fish. Goodbye. Oh, got rid of my worm. Goodbye.